I wanted to come on here real quick and do this live video because I wanted to share a message and something that I'm learning about life and business and consistency. And so I wanted to share with you guys something that has been working for me, right? So every day I make sure that I stay consistent with taking action toward my business, right? Every day I get up and I make sure that I say a prayer and I speak some affirmations and I meditate, right? I'm very consistent in those things. And every blue moon I fall off, but I know how to pick myself back up and get back to it, right? And so something that I was listening to and even reading this morning, man, I know when the universe and God has me in alignment because I can think about something and then I come and I open up a book and it's exactly saying what I was thinking. I know I'm not the only one that's happened to, but it's saying exactly what I was thinking. So, you guys, it is very important that you get up and you feed your mind. Yes, make sure that you're reading books, right? Because when things are not going the way they need to go, make sure you're speaking affirmations. When stuff around you is not happening as fast as you would like, right? The books that you're reading, feeding your mind, speaking life, speaking affirmations, right? Praying and meditating is going to help you to stay on track, right? And get you back on track if you fall off course, okay? So I want to make sure that I'm very clear that those key things are important, right? So again, read, read, take action toward your goals, okay? And I said that all out of order. I want you to read. I want you to start expanding your mind, your brain, right? It can expand, but you have to continue to feed it. So, yes, I want you to make sure that you are reading. Yes, I want you to make sure that you are listening to podcasts, something positive, right? I want to make sure that you're listening to some audio. Yes, do those things. But the most important thing that I want you to remember is to take action. Because what I've learned is that I can read all day long. I can listen to other people all day long. I can pay for a class all day long. I can buy courses all day long, right? But at the end of the day, if I do not take action, I'm going to say that again. At the end of the day, if I don't take action on any of the information that I'm feeding myself, then I'm not going to get to where I need to be. Good morning again. We can read all day long. We can learn all day long. We can listen to audio. We can buy courses. We can listen to trainings. I'm telling you, I do this all the time, right? I make sure that I'm feeding myself, right? That I'm reading and that I'm speaking life and I'm speaking affirmations. But at the end of the day, after all of that stuff, you have to take action on your goals. You got to go out and take the action. And so I'm saying this because what I am learning is that I make sure that I do little busy work, right? To keep me from really taking action toward my goals. I've been doing that for years, for a long time, right? I'm steady trying to perfect things. I'm steady working on my website. I'm steady trying to make sure this is right and make sure that is right. And just feeling like I need to get ready. I need to get ready, right? But at the end of the day, you can never be perfect. You can never be ready. Good morning, Miss Virgo 314. You can never be ready. You have to continuously take action, right? And guess what? When you start to take action, things will just start falling in place, right? You'll start doing other things to make your stuff right, right? You'll start to figure out what works, what doesn't work. But if you never take action, I'm going to say that again. If you never take action, how will you know what's going to work and what's not going to work? See, a lot of us have this fear of failure, and I get it, right? You have this fear of failure, but how are you going to have fear of failure if you ain't failed? If you ain't even tried, right? How are you going to have a fear of failure and you have not even tried it yet, right? You're giving yourself the excuses in your mind not to do something, not to take the action. So when are you going to stop giving yourself the excuses? So one of the things that I've started to do is I'm starting to track my actions. I'm starting to track my goals. And it has really started to change my business. I can start to see it starting to change, right? Because I'm doing the little action activities every single day, the consistent action activities every single day. And I'm starting to track what's working and what's not working. But you have to take the action. And so I woke up and I was thinking about this message this morning, right? And I said, let me get back to making sure that I'm feeding my brain, right? Because it's important that we must do this also. We must feed ourselves information, right? Positive information, but we got to take action on it. So I get to my book. And the first page, this always happens to me, y'all. The first page I come to talks about action. When I tell you the universe knows, it just knows. So I'm going to read a little something that I open up to as soon as I open up the book. It says action is required. But if you're really doing it in line with what the universe is trying to bring to you, it's going to feel joyous. You're going to feel so alive. Time will just stop. You can do it all day. Action is a word that can imply work. I'm going to say that because some of y'all didn't catch that. Action is a word that can imply work to some people. That's why y'all don't do stuff sometimes, because you feel like it's work, right? But inspired action will not feel like work at all. The difference between inspired action and action is this. Inspired action is when you are acting to receive. If you are in action to try and make it happen, you have slipped backwards. Inspired action is effortless, and it feels wonderful because you are on the frequency of receiving, right? Sometimes you will not even be aware you used action until after you've received, because the acting felt so good. You will then look back and see the wonder and matrix of how the universe carried you to what you wanted and also brought what you wanted to you. Ooh, oh, that's so good, right? So I encourage each and every one of you, right? When you have an idea, when you're laying there and you think of something, go ahead, take action on it immediately. The universe likes speed. Don't delay. Don't second guess. Don't doubt. When the opportunity is there, when the impulse is there, when the intuitive nudge within is there, act. That's your job. And that's all you have to do, right? I have been making sure that I am taking notes when I listen to somebody that know more than me, right? I was listening to a live last night, and one of the things that they were suggesting is to make sure that we go live. Go live on your Facebook, go live on your Instagram pages, because that's where the algorithm lies, right? People will start to pay more attention, even if it's one person on your live like now, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. Even if you're talking to yourself, go live, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you feel like, every single day, right? Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if you feel like nobody's paying attention, just do it. And I said, I see that they are taking the action they need to get them to where they need to be, right? I noticed that they are live and they've been doing this consistently. And they are telling me this is what I need to do. They've studied marketing in their area. They are the experts. So why am I not listening to what the experts are telling me, right? Because sometimes we feel like it's work, right? We don't want to do it. It's not comfortable. But see, another aha moment that I'm learning is that we have to do the things that are not comfortable. That's when you got to do it, right? And yes, you may be frustrated. You may feel like nobody's hopping on. Who cares? Use it as your time to practice. So, guess what I'm going to start doing more of? I do a lot of videos, right? I used to do a lot of lives, reading in the morning, because reading something gets me a little bit more comfortable where I can share and talk about it. But I need to start back going live, right? Educating, teaching people things that I'm learning, that I am going through, and that is helping me, okay? And so action. We got to make sure we're taking action every day. I recently, like I said, started to track my activity. I have a board that that I'm tracking, and did I do this today, and did I do that today, and then how many people did I reach out to, how many people did I follow up with, right? And so when I walk into my office and I see, I did not do X, Y, and Z on this board. There's something deep down inside when I look at this board that say, Leandra, you're not doing the work. You're not taking action. So how are you expecting to reach your goals? Y'all not catching me. Y'all not hearing me. How are you expected to reach your goals if you're not taking the action? Right? Like, it doesn't make sense. If you don't do the work, you're not going to get the results. Period. And some of us walk around here and we feel like, oh man, I'm just going to post something on social media. I'm just going to half-ass my business. I'm going to half-ass whatever it is that you want to do, and you expect a miracle. You expect the people to come, but nobody knows what you're doing, right? And if they do know what you do, you're not consistent at it. You're not taking consistent action. So guess what? People stop believing. They don't believe you anymore. They don't believe that you believe in your own business. You don't believe in yourself and your capabilities. So guess what? They stopped listening. They've moved on to the next person. I'm telling y'all, this is what happens. But when you start to take consistent action every single day towards your goals, and you start to track it, and you start to make sure that you're doing it over and over and over again, watch how the universe starts to move in your favor. Just pay attention, right? And I'm telling you, it's going to work. It has to, right? You put in the work every single day. You plant the seed every single day. Guess what? When you consistently plant the seed and you water it, right? You water it every day. Guess what? It's going to grow. It may not grow as fast as you would like it, but you got to put in the work. And sometimes we're tested, right? You do a little bit, you want to see if it's going to do something, if it's going to work. Oh, that didn't work, so I'm done. I'm over it. Really? No, sometimes we're tested. God give you a little bit, say, okay, here's a little bit. Now what you gonna do? You gonna stop, or you gonna keep going? Or you gonna be consistent? Or you gonna keep taking action? Right? So that is my message for you guys today. I hope you found something in this message that you can now make sure that you go take consistent action toward your goals and your dreams. Make sure that you measure, what you're doing, get organized, and that's it. All right. So thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye.